If you are anything like me, you have big dreams and aspirations for your life, but it feels like there aren't enough hours in the day to help you get there. So that is where this simple system comes in. We are scratching the New Year's resolutions, and instead we are creating a smaller bite-sized action plan that's really going to help you become the person that you want to be. Milo, come here. We have a visitor. This is Milo. Yay. Yeah, good boy. Okay, go on. See you later. Let's dive into it. So I created an intentional system that will help me become the best version of myself, the person that I actually want to be, without setting the big daunting New Year's resolutions. Instead, we're setting up a 6-week soft reset. And this year, I plan on doing those several times throughout the year to help me become that woman that I want to be. So this is a 3-part system. This first part is going to be all about designing your dream life. Now, I'm not talking about creating that Pinterest perfect vision for yourself. I'm talking about creating a plan that reflects your true values, the person that you want to be, the kind of day-to-day life that you really want to wake up to. Because yes, we love Pinterest. We love looking at all of those beautiful aspirational photos. But when you really think about deep down, what do you really want? Oftentimes you'll find that that stuff is appealing, but it's not really what you want. It's not what you want to wake up to every day. It's not your core values. It doesn't align with your core values. We're going to create this dream version of you. What does she wear? What does she look like? What does she act like? How does she treat her family? What does she wake up to every single day? Grab a notebook, grab something cozy. For me, I just have my basic water today, and let's dive into it. Okay, first we're going to dive into a couple of prompts. These are questions that I review regularly to make sure that I am on track to becoming that dream version of myself and creating that dream life that I want. So feel free to pause and jot down your answers as we go. I'm going to do it with you. Prompt number 1. What are your core values? These are going to be things that matter the most to you. Is it family? Is it wealth? Is it adventure? Is it freedom? Is it creativity? Choose about 3 of these values that really guide the decisions that you make in your life. This is going to identify what is the most important to you. For me, some of my core values are freedom. I've designed my entire life around having the freedom to do what I want, when I want, at any point in time, and that's just how my day-to-day has been structured. Another one is family, so I prioritize my time with my family. And another core value that I have, which is kind of ingrained in my Enneagram, I'm an Enneagram 3, but it's achievement. So I love to have something that I'm working towards. It really fulfills my life. It makes me feel like an important person, which everyone should feel important. So find out what that thing is for you. Okay, so write down those core values. The next prompt is, what are you passionate about? This could be anything from your career to your hobbies to topics that you are interested in. A good meter of what you're really passionate about is if you were to sit down with someone, what could you talk about with them for hours? For me, obviously I have a YouTube channel about this, but self-discovery and improving yourself, that consumes so much of my life. It's something that I am very passionate about. I want you to write down a handful of things that really just light you up. You can pause the video if you need to think about it. The next prompt is, what do you want your day-to-day to look like? And this is where I want you to get very specific. So do you want to wake up and be able to have the ability to have a slow morning where you drink your coffee and you journal? Or do you picture yourself being more involved with your kids' school? Do you envision being a content creator? Are you going out regularly with your friends and going on date nights with your husband? What does your ideal day-to-day look like? So write down a few details. You can, again, pause this if you need to. Okay, the next prompt is, what does your health look like? Now, again, envision that this is your best self. What does their health look like? Because that's who we're becoming. We're becoming our best selves. I want you to think about physical, mental, and emotional health here. What kind of diet are they eating? What kind of physical activity do they get? Do they go for daily walks? Are they doing Pilates or yoga or strength training? Do they journal regularly? Are they meditating? Do they have good self-control? Are they waking up excited and energized for the day? I want you to think physical, mental, and emotional health here. Okay, the next prompt is, what impact do you want to make on the world? Now, when I say the world, this could be your family, your community. How do you want to show up and leave your mark and leave your legacy? For me, on a personal level, just with my family, I want to teach my kids just how to be amazing human beings. I want to be a good example of them as someone who works hard, loves hard, is caring and generous. So take a minute to reflect on all of those prompts. When you're ready, we'll dive into the next section. You've reflected on these prompts, you have all of these ideas right now, you're feeling inspired, you're feeling like you know who that best version of yourself is. Now we're actually going to tie all of those ideas together to illustrate your dream life. And that is where ChatGPT comes in, which this is not sponsored. I just love using ChatGPT as an idea generator, using it kind of as a sidekick in this kind of process. Now, I do want to say ChatGPT is not to replace your ideas, but use it as a way to illustrate that dream life. Also, just to give you ideas that maybe you didn't even think about. To use ChatGPT, you're just going to go to chatgpt.com, but this is the first prompt that we are going to start with. So it says, help me describe a dream life where my core values are X, Y, and Z. You'll input your own core values here. Put in a few keywords of how you want to feel. How does your ideal version of yourself feel? So I want to feel good and happy. I want to spend quality time with my family and my community, and I want to live with ease. So we're going to submit that and see what ChatGPT comes up with. If there's something that you read in here that you're just like, that doesn't really vibe with me, you can go through and you can tweak it with ChatGPT until it create something that you feel like is a good representation of the dream life that you want. Now, this prompt is more so meant to inspire you, and it's something that you could even print off, keep it next to your nightstand, something that you could read at night or in the morning, just to help you realign your day with that dream life that you really are trying to achieve. So now you have a better vision of what your dream life looks like and how to become that dream woman that you aspire to be. But in part 2, that's where we're going to focus on actually creating a plan to get you one step closer to becoming her. We're going to take your big dream and we're going to break it down into daily and weekly habits that are going to help you become that ideal version of yourself. We're going to do this with a soft 6-week reset so we can get you one big step closer to becoming her without feeling overwhelmed. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. What does your dream life look like? I'd love if you would share it in the comments below so we can get inspiration from each other. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you over in part 2.